I'm going to allow her to talk briefly on equipment, pest control equipment and maintenance. There's no way you do pest control without equipment. And a lot of us always have issue with equipment. And she sells equipment. Amazing product from AMOBILE store. But how do you maintain some of the things you labor, you tears to get? I used to rent equipment. Sometimes when my staff do it, I feel like holding their clothes and give them head boots. Like, you don't know! But AMOBILE, can we have you? Thank you. Can you give a round of applause, please?
Thank you very much, Mr. DeFortune. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and thank you, with all due respect to the fathers and the mothers in the house. I don't take you for granted. To Baba Shemoye, thank you so much for giving someone like a young lady like me a platform to always talk and to be able to meet the fortune. Baba Shemoye was the one that actually introduced me to the fortune, and of course. The rest is story, and that's the thing. And anybody that is actually coming into the business, I always say this, always give honor to whom honor is due. Experience is very, very key in this industry. Understand that you might know more than anybody. It doesn't mean anything, but learn to respect, learn to be humble, and definitely the sky is not the limit for you. You will definitely go out of the sky and you'll fly. Thank you so much, everyone. And so now, to the fortune, thank you so much. The fortune is my mentor. Um, and the fortune also, a lot of us also do not understand the power of actually allowing some of our staff to go and learn and to go and train, even from the so-called this competitive spirit that we always have. I remember sending some of our staff also to go and learn from him. I sent them there. They went to learn about equipment, and I'm telling you, the rest is story today. And thank you so much for giving that platform. Thank you for actually allowing us to learn from you, and I don't take that for granted at all. So about equipment. Now, when it comes to equipment, equipment is pest control is a business of technology. I always say that. Never get it. Just get it straight from today. If you're going to learn anything about equipment today, learn that the business of pest control is a business of technology. It's not the business of the normal blue pack that we always carry in those days. And if you have the blue pack, just know that you need to step up when you actually come out of this place. Because if you do not step up, it simply means, like what the fortune said, people like us, we are going to take your job. And we'll take it and we'll not apologize. And that's the truth. Because a lot of clients now, they are well read. And remember, the internet is a global village. And because it's a global village, people go on the internet and they actually go to study about anything that happens in their house. So they don't just want anybody to just come into their home with the blue pack and next thing. Sometimes I see some people on the internet, they will carry this, what they call it, this sprayer for this sprayer for air freshener. And I'm like, are you kidding me? What are you doing there? Come on, And they will tell you that they are doing I'm doing pest control. I say, hey, God help me. The point is, a lot of people, they are going to be looking at you and they will know that you are a joker. It's just a matter of time. It's just people will look at you and they won't be serious. So when it comes to equipment, please, you have to save. Equipment is not cheap if you're going to go into this industry. We have it's not the normal, your backpack. We have some rechargeable equipment that you need to recharge. So I'll give you an instance. So we went to a particular client's place, and the client was like, because we wanted to do bed bug, and when we're going to do our bed bug control, we are going to be making use of equipment, and the equipment that we usually use. So we use what we call the EPA. That is the one that has efficiency particle articulate, so that because it's able to compress the hair, and so that the bed bugs and the eggs are not going to be flying all around. And so the client saw us, and when we came down, said, what are you coming to do? Is it not bed bug? And you're carrying all this kind of equipment to my house. Now, when we got there, the client does not have electricity. And we said, don't worry, we are going to be using a power pack that does not need electricity, for this job. And let me tell you, that actually sold us. And the guy, funny enough, the guy stays in the States, and the guy saw us on the internet and said, man, you guys are very, very good. And because of that, he was able to pay a lot of money, for the bedbug control that we would have charged maybe 50,000. He was giving us 150,000 for that particular control, just because we have the proper equipment and we're able to do the proper job. Now, when it comes to that equipment, getting equipment for a particular job, every pest, yeah, every pest is not, you can't use a particular equipment for almost every pest. I'll give you an example. Prof is going to be talking about termites. The kind of equipment you're going to be using for termites, you understand, is going to be different from the type of equipment you're going to be using for your mosquito control. So we have some that you're going to be using your termite bait station. A lot of us do not know that there's even something called termite bait stations. So the point is, if you do not have the proper equipment to use for each of your services, if you know you want to do mosquito control, rat control, or you are interested in termites, your bed bug control, there is equipment for all these things. You want to do, for example, you're doing your mosquito control, and you don't want to do the outside, and you're not even thinking about maybe a motorized sprayer, okay? Then you are going to be in trouble. Now, instead of you now, even if I'm coming, I might not use a motorized, I might decide to use even an electromagnetic sprayer. And if I use an electromagnetic sprayer even for outside, there are different types. Now, there is even one that we have in the store that has the mouth of the motorized sprayer. Yeah, it has the mouth of the motorized sprayer, and you can just buy it and attach it, for what? For your mosquito control. And that will do very good larviciding for you, that you will have a very good control. Now, because these equipments are not cheap, you must endeavor to train your staff. Please. They are not cheap. They are your assets. The other day, we wanted to get a facility from a bank, and we wanted to do asset debenture. And what we just did was we actually used all our equipment as an asset debenture. And a lot of us do not know that we can actually collect facility from banks using your assets. And you can also do what we call insurance. How many of us insure some of our equipment? We're always thinking you don't want to insure it. You have to train your staff properly. When you train them properly, you will have very lovely equipment. I can tell you, one thing is, whatever I say, you can even call anybody, any of our staff, ask them. It's the same thing. When it comes to equipment, some of our equipment, we do a lot of servicing. The other day, I sent a message to the phone. I said, please, I need someone that can actually quickly repair a particular thermoformer for me, because the person that we're using wasn't doing something right. So you cannot say you are not going to get a proper training. So what we now did at AMOBILE was, I now got people out of our staff. I have a technician. So that's why we are called technicians. So if anything happened on site, I don't have to start looking for someone. Get someone, and you can get someone handy. Trust them. Trust your people. The challenge we have a lot of time is because we don't want to trust our people. And when we don't trust, you are not ready for business. Seriously. That means you're going to be following them all around, and that is not going to help you. So equipment, there are several equipment that you can use. Your steamer is there. You have your motorized is there. Of course, not only your equipment, your tools. And always understand that there's a difference between your equipment and your tools. And so a lot of people, when you go for bidding, and they're asking you, what kind of tools are you going to be using? Some of us will be giving equipment for tools, and that is really wrong. So there is more to this industry than we always think. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so very much. A round of applause. Yeah. So I believe it has been what a pest management conference. This is not just like a training, like a technical training where we have to, it's a conference. A conference where you know that every area of the business, you take home something. You understand? Thank you so very much, PCO, Damilola, Oloruntade AMOBILE Group. Thank you for such an insightful section. Thank you.